Hey there, my name is Chris, owner and founder of Die-Cut Designs. This is my latest build, Onyx, which is now for sale. It's a 2018 RAM Promaster 2500 on the 159-inch wheelbase. I love this van. I've had the idea for this van for a really long time. From a design perspective, I was inspired by the Japanese botanical gardens in Portland, Oregon. And then from a utility perspective, a lot of the features in this van were inspired by my time living in a van that I had built out and then building out a handful of other vans too. I am a woodworker and a van builder, offering custom furniture and more unique van builds. So super excited to show you around. All right, first up is the outside. So just in terms of exterior modifications, this van has some aftermarket wheels, some snow tires on it. It's got a sweet roof rack, which can hold a ton, like kayaks and paddle boards, and then a ladder in the back as well so that you can get up on the roof and enjoy a good sunset. All right, so coming into the van, I wanted it to feel pretty open and spacious. Vans aren't huge. And so to do that, I incorporated all these long strips of poplar, the long row of cabinets, and then also this long countertop to really help increase the depth perception. Another small thing is that I angled this bench in just so that it would help create a more inviting flow into the space. I also wanted to be able to host a bunch of people in this van, which is why this bench is super long, and I also made sure the passenger and driver seats could swivel around. The driver's seat in particular was designed with this countertop having a bit of an overhang so that this could be a workable space. Additionally, there's a lagoon table stored underneath the countertop that can slide out easily with a latch and stows away so that it's out of the way when you're not using it. All right, so van life can get hot and it can get cold too. So this van is fully insulated with sound deadening material and thin slit insulation. In terms of good air movement, we have a max air fan up here. We also have a C.R. Lawrence T-vent window and then a sliding bunk window as well, which just helps keep the air moving. In terms of heat, we have a Webasto Airtop Evo 40, which is tapped in the gas tank, which really helps with keeping this van nice and toasty. Next, the kitchen. So counter space is really crucial, so I love having this super long countertop. We've got a 2-burner induction cooktop here. We've also got a large Dometic fridge, which you can store like a week's worth of groceries in. And then we have this really nice deep sink with this custom butcher block cutting board. So that's really nice to have, and it's really nice to have a deep sink when you're washing dishes. All right, so connected to the faucet, we have the water system. We've got 28 gallons of fresh water connected to an inline strainer, a 12-volt water pump, and an accumulator. Since the water tank is maintained within a box, we also have a gauge that will tell you the level of the water within the water tank. Underneath the sink, we also have a 5-gallon gray water tank, which is connected to a electronic ball valve. So whenever you need to just drain that gray water tank, you just flip this switch and that will just empty out the gray water tank. All right, so while we're down here, you'll also see this 12-volt hot water heater, which also turns on via this switch and delivers hot water to the faucet. So having hot water is really nice for washing dishes, but it also lets you have a nice shower. So I'm going to show you how to set up the shower really quickly. So right here you have this shower extension hose. You just unscrew the head of the faucet and then you simply screw this on to the end of your faucet line. And now you have your shower head sprayer. And this extends over here and then underneath the bench, so you'll remove the pillow, remove this cushion, and then you have this bin here that you open up. You have a 2.5-gallon Dometic cassette toilet here. You pull that out, and then you have your shower basin in here. You simply raise it to the frickin' roof, and you just hook it on up to the ceiling, and you have a really simple and quick pop-up shower solution. So it's pretty spacious in here, and then you just reach over here and you've got your little indoor shower. All right, so storage is another crucial part of a van build. If you've ever spent an extended amount of time in a van, you know that storage can run out quick. So it's a huge priority, and probably my favorite aspect of this build are these French cleat boxes. You know, there's so many little things like your keys, wallet, phone, all that stuff that it's hard to find a good spot for it. These French cleat boxes are all mobile storage solutions, so you can put it over here, you can put it down here, you can move them all over the van, and they use a 45-degree angle with some sandpaper, and that helps grip them on here. And it also means that they don't move around while you're driving the van on bumpy roads or anything like that. So up top, we've got this long row of upper cabinets. It's really nice to have all this storage for pantry food and clothes. So we've got nice door catches and gas struts up top. Down low, we've got these wide drawers with Bloom soft close drawer slides. I love these drawer slides that they got nice action and they just click into place so your stuff doesn't go flying. So in a van, shoe storage can be a bit of a pain too, which is something I wanted to solve for. So right here, we've got this drawer. Specifically for shoe storage, you can put boots and shoes in here, but also if you don't want to have shoes in here, these are removable partitions, so you can just take this out if you don't want to carry shoes in here and you need the extra space. So you've got that drawer in there to take care of your shoes. And then right next to it too, I didn't want to leave any space unused, so right here we've got this extra little cubby for some storage. So another thing that I learned while living in a van is there's no real good place for dirty laundry, so I really wanted to solve that with this one. So over here we just have a tiny little dirty laundry cubby. So you just open this up, there's plenty of space in there for plenty of dirty laundry. And it also ventilates into the garage so that it just doesn't become a stink bin. So that's just a nice little extra storage feature there with your dirty laundry. Last but not least, we've got the sleeping quarters. So we have a short queen size bed. We've got two 12-volt reading lights. And then I also made sure that the main control panel was accessible right by the bed and then also the door. So it's really easy to turn the lights on and off when you're leaving the van or when you're going to sleep. So back here in the garage, as well as the rest of the van for that matter, was built with high quality Baltic birch plywood. This stuff is super strong, super durable, and also comes out looking really clean. So love that. As for the size of the garage itself, I made it so that you could fit large frame mountain bikes in here. It's the perfect height for that. So that was a huge priority. Cool, so back over on this side, we've got the whole water system. So that 28-gallon water tank is behind here. Inside this cabinet, we've got your freshwater hose, and we also have that 12-volt water pump and the inline strainer. Additionally, down here, we've got a ball valve, which lets you easily winterize the van and drain out that water tank. On this side, we've got the whole electrical system, and in terms of like the 30th thing that was inspired by living in a van was that I really wanted to have switches for the garage in both the back and the front. So this switch here controls it from the back, and then there's one down there to control the lights from the front. Back in here also is where your whole electrical system is. So you simply open this up, and you've got all of your batteries in here, you've got your inverter in there, and then back behind this door is where the rest of it all is. As for the electrical system within the van, we've got 200 watts of solar up on the top of the van. We also have the Blue Sea Systems ACR, which lets you charge the house batteries via the van battery when the van is on. In terms of battery capacity, we have 300 amp hours of lithium power. We also have a 3,000 watt inverter in this van with two 120 volt AC power outlets up in the front. Well, that pretty much covers the build. I hope you loved this tour of Onyx. If you want to learn more about the van or about die-cut designs, you can find me online at diecutdesigns.com or on Instagram with my handle at @diecut_designs. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you out on the road.